Quantum Creators Exchange, where we are generating innovative realities. Our whole consensus reality is change. We must be diligent in focusing on the type of world we will create. We must get out of reactionary mode into creating solutions that are life-enhancing for ourselves, others, and this beautiful planet we inhabit. We came here for this purpose. We have been practicing, and now the curtain is drawn open, and it is time for all creators together.
All right, they are physical etheric in their nature and construction, a form of living physical etheric being of sorcery. This is like an ultimate form of attack. It is also like a location within the body-mind-field complex. It is a form of living possessing influence of black magic sorcery within the body-mind-field complex, containing all the programming and processes of black magic sorcery. It is living and sustained off of the life force energy of the individual like a parasite, constantly depleting the individual. So you use life force to create. Life force comes in, you use it to create. Some of it is literally siphoned off to that being for it to live and exist. So that's less life force that you have available to you to create your world, to create your reality. This is also like a matrix of black magic sorcery and contains millions of influences and processes and programs. Due to the fact that it is a being, it also contains sentience and can foster its own processes of black magic sorcery. It is like a sorcerer within the body-mind-field complex that can constantly perpetrate upon the individual a form of foreign intelligence. They cannot be identified as a form of being, even as a process of black magic sorcery, any form of attack, a possessing influence attack, etc. And yet it is all of these. They confirm to be evoked and then placed in the body-mind-field complex of the individual. They may no longer be connected to or orchestrated by original creators or evokers. So this can be your own creation. It can be a creation of somebody else that's thrown into your field as well. Remember, energy plus attention, okay? So they can come from multiple places. And I've seen multiple versions of this within a person's field. And the more they have, obviously, the more life force is drained off. The more that are in there, the less energy is available to you to create. It confirms that all of the other forms and entries on black magic sorcery have been sourced or generated from these forms of evoked living sorcery. So here's what I find with a lot of people and why this is so insidious, so insidious. The ones that you created in here know you backwards and forwards. They know you backwards and forwards. In other words, they know your fears. They know where you're vulnerable. They know what sets you off, and they play to that because they get their jollies from making your life a living hell. And and so then that's why things happen. You know, like you repeat things, you repeat patterns in your life, or you make the same mistake over and over and over again, or you're led down the wrong path, or your intuition is not as sharp as it could or should be. You're a spiritual being connected directly to the creator. Your intuition should be 100% on. So you come up to a Y in the road and you have to choose to go left or you choose to go right. And that should be 100% picking the right path. When these things are in place, that Y in the road, or those choices you make with your life, turns into be a crapshoot. Right? So it's just, I don't know what I do. I can't make the right decision. No matter what I do, I can't make the right choice. No matter what I do, I keep attracting the same person over and over and over again. And part of that is this living being of sorcery. So, and again, they were created because of the time and attention you gave to it. They know you backwards and forwards. They know your weaknesses. And so they set up traps for you to step into, or they'll feed thoughts to you. They can cause thought loops to occur in your mind. Why can't I ever do anything? I'm no good. I'll never amount to anything. Don't get too big for your britches. If those things were told to you as a child, or they were imprinted in your mind as a child, they keep replaying those things over and over and over again. But keep in mind, like I said, you can have all these trapped emotions in here. Here, let me show you. You can have all these trapped emotions in here also that can haunt you. And the memory of them from you is long gone. So you're paying a price, you're sacrificing your existence, you're being impacted from things that happened that you weren't able to process and let go of, and you're holding on to them. And then that energy is fed into the creation of something that is even more insidious and can come back at you and literally destroy your life. So hope that answers your question, Hillary. Again, I appreciate it so much. That's a very serious and legit question. One thing I do want to point out, one of the reasons that we're going through all the chaos that we're going through in this world is because we have 7 billion people on the planet that are literally unconsciously creating. And so you can see how we can end up in a world of chaos when you've got so many people doing this kind of stuff. So the solution is always to make this field as clean and clear as possible, as pristine as possible, so that all the life force comes in, is being used by you, is available to you and you only, so then you can create your reality, and then you can assist and create a new reality in the world. Okay. And that's the way you change the world. And I really want this to get through to everybody. You're not going to change the world by protesting. You're not going to change the world by going down and voting for the lesser of two evils. You're not going to change the world by sending off letters to your congressman or whoever it is you believe is in authority. The world doesn't change like that. What happens is we get 7 billion conscious creators in the world, being who they came here to be, doing what they came here to do, and you change the world through consciousness. And it starts in your body, mind, feel complex. You have to start with you, and then you can look outside and go and assist the world from there. But if you start trying to assist the world with this mess, you're just going to add to the chaos. Okay. Hope that helps. So again, I appreciate the question. And Beth, I'm going to turn it back over to you, sweetheart.
Thank you, Jeff. That was very revealing. And I would like to take this time to thank each and every one of you for joining us on this call. And we look forward to being with you next Friday, July 31st at 1 p.m. Love and blessings from Beth and Jeff.